What would another possible Trump administration mean for Canada?
More jobs for sure, because Trump made more jobs than any other president. So yeah, I like him. But yeah, I think it would be great. I hope Trump gets into power again in U.S. and we need somebody like that in our country.
I think another Trump administration would hurt the whole world, not just Canada. He's protectionist. He wants to put tariffs on everything because he figures he's got his base convinced that it's the shipper that's paying the tariff, not the importer. And, whether he understands that or not, I don't know. But the average American doesn't seem to understand that.
I'd be more inclined to be worried about the administration that we have in Canada as opposed to the administration that we have in the United States. Obviously, there's going to be some playoff between both countries, but ultimately, I think the responsibility lies within Canada itself, and I wouldn't be concerned about with what's going on down there just yet.
Not good. I think it's going to affect the economy because when he's coming in, everybody's going to be concerned about what he's going to do, just like what happened last time.
With the women's rights and everything else, the way he affects that, if we're going to follow that in any way, it's scary.
Yeah. Well, you see Europe and get prepared if he does come in, and even Canada's getting prepared. They're going to have an action plan, I guess, or something like that.
There'd be probably people would stand up for their rights and their freedom.
He's going to push, but we have laws for a reason. I think America, Canada needs strong leadership, so I don't have a problem with it. And I'm just going to say one thing. I don't love Biden. I don't love Trump. But I will tell you, you go back as far as you want in almost any part of the world. Name somebody that actually said, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and against all odds did it. He did it whether you liked it or not. So I give him credit for that.
I think Canadians make too big a deal out of Trump. You know what? I don't even know why we even look south. Canadians, we have a different mindset, and I think we should keep our mindset and not be so worried about what happens with Trump. I don't know. He's in my mind, he's not going to make a big difference.
We're the Trump administration and the U.S. government. It doesn't have a big bearing on who the president is, I feel, and they have a wonderful system down there that will be resilient to even whoever the leader is.
I think it mean really good things. I think it'd be a boon for the economy. I think all the manufacturing that'd be taken back into the States would help Canada as well. I think it'd be a great thing for the economy of the United States and, by proxy Canada. So I think it'd be a good thing, especially for materials manufacturing, things like that.
I think if Trump or the Republican Party in the States wins the election, there's probably going to be a more business side impact to the Canadian federal policies. So I think that we'll see increased business and transactions going both ways. So.
Well, I don't really know. I think, Trump pushes the Make America Great thing again. He's very protectionist in the way he does business. And again, being an irrelevant country, I think Trump looks at Canada like we're easy meat.
It'll be painful because the last time around, Trump basically shut down our aerospace industry. Bombardier lost all those contracts. They had to sell all that aspect to Airbus because Boeing said that we were dumping aircraft and Delta's just trying to buy a good aircraft at a good price. And so it really did a lot of damage to Canadian industry as a whole.
I don't think it's ever good to have risk and uncertainty in control of our largest trading partner. It's terrible.
I think it's actually pretty scary that he's even in the running still after everything that we've seen and the insurrection in the States. So I don't think it would be a good thing at all.
I think it would mean that our news TV would be a lot more interesting from the day-to-day standpoint. Probably a lot more comical. Twitter would also fire up again, all over again. But yeah, from every perspective, I think it would be probably a pretty big shift from what it is now.
I couldn't tell. I don't know what the real impact would be. I think it's very sensational, but again, I think the power of one man is somewhat limited by the overall powers of government. I think publicly it would probably be, again, sensational and probably negative, divisive.
I think it would change a bunch in terms of trade agreements, probably, considering last time he was in presidency. Don't know that I personally love the idea, but I guess it kind of depends how our government reacts to.
It's definitely going to hurt Canada-U.S. relations because Donald Trump has a fetish of being the most powerful person in the world and doesn't like it when anybody else with power is in the same room with them. So I definitely think it would affect Canada-U.S. relations. As a citizen of Canada, would it affect me personally? No.